Want to learn Korean anywhere, anytime? Get the Innovative Language 101 app for free.
Hi everyone, I'm Jae-hui. In this video, we'll be talking about 10 lines you need for introducing yourself. Let's begin. 제 이름은 민준입니다. My name is 민준. So like this way you can say 제 이름은 my name is your name 입니다. To be. My name is Jae-hui, so I can say 제 이름은 재휘입니다. Or with my family name, I can say 제 이름은 이재휘입니다. So when you introduce yourself in Korean, make sure you say family name first and then your first name. 서울에 살고 있습니다. I live in Seoul. So you can put any city's name. For example, if you're living in New York City, you can say 뉴욕시에 살고 있습니다. I live in New York City. 27살입니다. I'm 27 years old. The basic way to say 27 is 27. But when you talk about your age, for example, 27 years old, you have to use native Korean numbers like in 27살, 27 years old, not 27살. Let me pick up some numbers. For example, if you're 30-year-old, you can say 저는 30살입니다. If you are 20 years old, you can say 저는 20살입니다. 한국 사람입니다. I'm from South Korea. 한국 사람입니다. I'm from South Korea or I am South Korean. So just put your country's name instead of 한국 in this sentence. For example, if you are Chinese, you can say 중국 사람입니다. If you are American, you can say 미국 사람입니다. 중국 means China and 미국 means America. And here you have 사람 means person. So it literally means I'm a person of Korea. I'm a person of China. 교사입니다. I'm a teacher. For example, if you're a teacher, you can say 교사입니다. Or in some way, you can also say 선생님입니다. I'm a teacher. If you are a student, you can say 학생입니다. I'm a student. 독서는 제 취미 중 하나입니다. One of my hobbies is reading. If you like drawing, you can say 그리기는 제 취미 중 하나입니다. Or just to make it simple, you can say 그리기는 제 취미입니다. Which means that my hobby is drawing. 음악 감상을 즐깁니다. I enjoy listening to music. 음악 감상 means listening to music or music listening literally. So you can just put something else. For me, I can say 여행을 즐깁니다. I enjoy traveling. 한국어를 1년째 공부하고 있습니다. I've been learning Korean for 1 year. So if you speak Korean to Korean people in Korea, they will be surprised. I'll be surprised if someone just suddenly talk to me in Korean. Then you get asked, 한국어 얼마나 공부했어요? How long have you studied Korean? And if you just started studying Korean, you can say 한국어를 한 달째 공부하고 있습니다. I've been studying Korean for 1 month. 안녕하세요. 만나서 반갑습니다. Hello, it's nice to meet you. In general, like if you meet someone, before you talk about your name or after you talk about a name, you can say 안녕하세요. 만나서 반갑습니다. Hello, it's nice to meet you. Or if you know the other person is younger than you, or you just want to be a little bit more casual, you can say 안녕 만나서 반가워. koreanclass101.com에서 한국어를 배우고 있습니다. I'm studying Korean at koreanclass101.com. So people ask you where you learn Korean from, and you can proudly say that koreanclass101.com에서 한국어를 배우고 있습니다. Or if you're learning Korean at a language school, you can say that 어학원에서 한국어를 배우고 있습니다. I'm learning Korean at a language school. Okay, that's all 10 lines you need for introducing yourself. Leave some comments and introduce yourself using one of the expressions that we introduced in this video. Make sure to subscribe and I'll see you next time. 다음 시간에 뵙겠습니다. 안녕히 계세요. Imagine you're meeting your neighbor for the first time. How should you greet him or her? 안녕하세요, 이재입니다. Jae here. Anyone can learn how to properly introduce themselves to a neighbor. In this lesson, you'll learn how. Mark is introducing himself and his family to their neighbor. Let's watch.
안녕하세요. 304호에 새로 이사 온 마크입니다. 안녕하세요. 무슨 일이세요? 이사 떡 좀 드리려고요. 뭘 이런 걸 다. 가족분이세요? 네, 제 아내랑 아이들입니다. 그렇군요. 그럼 잘 부탁드립니다. 네, 떡 잘 먹을게요.
Now, the lesson focus. Here's how you can introduce yourself to your neighbor.
In Korea, it's common to introduce yourself, not only to the neighbors on either side of you, but if you live in an apartment complex, the neighbors directly above and below you as well. When you introduce yourself to your neighbor, you will need to use the polite version of the introductory sentence. First, you'll say,
안녕하세요.
followed by your name, and,
입니다.
hello, I'm your name. In Korean, it's tradition to offer your neighbors red bean rice cakes when you move in. These are called,
팥떡 or 시루떡.
they're considered to bring good luck and prosperity to one's home. However, these cakes must be served fresh, so if you're unsure whether your neighbors will be home or not, a safe alternative would be to bring
김,
ready-to-eat dried seaweed. This lasts longer and doesn't have to be eaten right away. After you've introduced yourself and given your gift, you can say,
잘 부탁드립니다.
please take care of me. This implies that you hope to maintain a good relationship with your neighbor. If you plan on moving to a new house or apartment, and if you've ever watched a Korean drama, you may have noticed that many Koreans eat
자장면,
noodles with black soybean sauce during or after a move. One of the reasons for this is it's cheap, and you can get it delivered to your house quickly. After you've finished eating, the restaurant will come and pick the dirty dishes up, eliminating the need to wash or unpack anything. Another reason is that this food is a noodle dish, or in Korean,
면,
just like noodles are long in length, they represent the longevity of other things. Therefore, eating these noodles is a symbol of the long and peaceful life you plan on having in your new home.
Hi everyone, I'm Jae-hui. Welcome back to Korean Weekly Words. In this video, we'll be talking about 10 compliments you always want to hear. Okay, let's begin. 넌 멋진 친구야. You're an awesome friend. 넌 멋진 친구야. You're an awesome friend. Here we have the word 멋진, which means cool. But it can be anything like awesome, cool, very good. Anything that, positive when you give the compliment. So keep practicing and say, 넌 멋진 친구야. You're an awesome friend. To your best friend, you can say something like 생일 축하해. 넌 멋진 친구야. Happy birthday. You are an awesome friend. 안목이 있네요. You have good taste. 안목이 있네요. You have good taste. We also say something like 보는 눈이 있네요. Literally, it means, you have the eyes that can see the best for you. So you can say either 안목이 있네요 or 보는 눈이 있네요. So in a sentence, something like 이 옷을 사시게요. 안목이 있으시네요. Which means that you want to buy this clothes? You have good taste. 유머 감각이 좋네요. You have a great sense of humor. 유머 감각이 좋네요. You have a great sense of humor. If you make someone laugh, if you have a good joke, you'll be hurt. 유머 감각이 좋네요. You have a great sense of humor. Or in a longer way, you can say that 그 농담 재밌어요. 유머 감각이 좋네요. That joke is so funny. You have a great sense of humor. 아름다워요. You look gorgeous. 아름다워요. You look gorgeous. So it literally means something like you look beautiful. She wears some very nice dress, or if she has some good hairstyle, like you can just say that 아름다워요. Or in informal Korean, you can say 아름다워. You look gorgeous. So in a sentence, you can say 오늘따라 참 아름답네요. You look gorgeous, especially for today. 오늘따라 정말 아름답네요. You look really gorgeous, especially for today. 잘했어. Good job. 잘했어. Good job. If you work at a Korean company, I think this is the best compliment that you can have. 잘했어. Good job. 재킷이 잘 어울려요. That jacket looks nice on you. 재킷이 잘 어울려요. That jacket looks nice on you. And 잘 어울려요 means something like something looks very good on you. So you can say that 재킷이 잘 어울려요. That jacket looks good on you. 재킷이 잘 어울려요. 어디에서 샀어요? That jacket looks good on you. Where did you buy that? 내면이 외면보다 더 아름답네요. Your inside is even more beautiful than your outside. 내면이 외면보다 더 아름답네요. Your inside is even more beautiful than your outside. But like in Korean, like it can be translated sometimes something like, you don't look good, but you have a very good personality. You have to be careful when you say this. Or to give bigger compliment, you can also say something like 얼굴만큼 마음도 예쁘시네요. So it literally means something like, you have a very good personality as you look great outside. 내가 더 나은 사람이 되고 싶게 만들어요. You make me want to be a better person. 내가 더 나은 사람이 되고 싶게 만들어요. You make me want to be a better person. You have been affecting someone's life in a very positive way. 내가 더 나은 사람이 되게 만들어주는 사람입니다. Which means that you are the one who makes me want to be a better person. 말솜씨가 좋네요. You have a way with words. 말솜씨가 참 좋네요. You have a way with words. So, 말솜씨가 좋네요 literally means you have a very good skill to speak. So you can use this pattern to give the compliments about other things. For example, you can say 요리 솜씨가 참 좋네요, which means that you have a great skill for cooking. Or 운전 솜씨가 참 좋네요. You have a great skill for driving. 웃는 얼굴이 아름다워요. Your smile is beautiful. 웃는 얼굴이 아름다워요. Your smile is beautiful. Here we have the word 웃는 얼굴, which means that smiling face. So it literally means your smiling face is beautiful. When you see someone who has a very good smile, you can say that 웃는 얼굴이 아름다워요. Okay, that's all 10 compliments you always want to hear. If you want to learn more about this kind of expressions, make sure to visit koreanclass101.com. I'll see you there and see you next time. 다음 시간에 뵙겠습니다. 안녕히 계세요.
Want to learn Korean anywhere, anytime? Get the Innovative Language 101 app for free.
Imagine you have started working at a Korean company. How would you greet your coworkers? 안녕하세요, 이재입니다. Jerry here. Anyone can learn how to greet their coworkers in Korean. In this lesson, you'll learn how. Mark is talking to his colleagues at work. Let's watch.
안녕하십니까. 좋은 아침입니다. 선배님 안녕하세요. 어제는 잘 들어가셨어요? 마크 씨도? 네, 저도 잘 들어갔습니다. 벌써 퇴근할 시간이네. 선배님, 오늘 저녁 약속이 있어서 먼저 들어가 봐도 될까요? 잘 들어가. 그럼 내일 뵙겠습니다.
Now the lesson focus. Here's how you can greet your coworkers in Korean.
Koreans tend to arrive at work between 5 to 10 minutes early. This way, you can chat with your fellow coworkers a little bit and prepare for the start of the day. When you arrive at work, it's important to politely greet your coworkers. When you get to the office in the morning, you can say,
좋은 아침입니다.
which is the polite way to say good morning in Korean. While many Western countries maintain a strictly professional environment, Koreans like to make personal connections with people at work. The expression of this culture can be found in weekly
회식,
which means company get-togethers where many people in the same department go out for drinks. This is usually paid for by the company itself. This type of cultural practice is believed to strengthen the relationships and bonds of trust between coworkers. However, please keep in mind that in Korea, much like other East Asian countries, there is a hierarchy in the workplace. If you speak too casually to your boss or senior colleagues, it might be considered to be too personal. Maintaining a level of professionalism while reading the air is very important. Something foreigners may find difficult about working in Korea is the number of hours one is expected to be in the office. While the Korean government has legally implemented a 5-day, 40-hour work week, those guidelines are seldom followed. and many people work overtime. If you have made plans on a weekday and would like to excuse yourself before others, you can ask your senior or boss.
먼저 들어가 봐도 될까요?
Would it be all right to leave first? It's polite to ask this even if you're working past your designated hours, because your coworkers might be staying later than you are. If you are working on a project and haven't finished, keep in mind you may have to stay late or come in early another day in order to complete that work. Before you leave, it's a good idea to say a quick goodbye and bow to your coworkers in order to show respect for their diligence and hard work. Working culture in Korea may seem a little bit challenging at first, but there is no better way to improve your Korean and understand Korean culture than to work and live everyday life in Korea. Give it a try.
Hi everyone, I'm Jae-hui. Welcome back to Korean Weekly Words. In this video, we'll be talking about how to respond to how are you. Let's begin. 괜찮아요. I'm fine. 괜찮아요. I'm fine. For example, if someone asks you 어떻게 지내요? How are you? You can say 괜찮아요. 어떻게 지내요? I'm fine. How are you? Or 괜찮아요. 잘 지내요? I'm fine. You're doing well? 전 괜찮아요. I'm okay. 전 괜찮아요. I'm okay. So if you just say 괜찮아요, that means I'm okay, I'm fine. But if you say 전 괜찮아요, it means I am okay, but I'm not sure about the other person. So for example, if your friend know there was something bad happened to your family and asks you 어떻게 지내? Like how are you? Then if you say 난 괜찮아 or 전 괜찮아요, it means I'm okay, but I'm not sure about other family members. 졸려요. I'm sleepy. 졸려요. I'm sleepy. So you don't have to keep saying 괜찮아요 always. But sometimes when you feel sleepy, you can also say 졸려요. I'm sleepy. And I think it's better to give the reason why you feel sleepy. For example, 졸려요. 어제 늦게까지 공부를 했어요. Which means I'm sleepy because I studied until late last night. 잘 지내요. I'm great. 잘 지내요. I'm great. It literally means I'm spending my days well. So if someone says 잘 지내요, that means that the person is having great days. So let's say, you just passed the test that you prepared for years. And if someone asks you, 어떻게 지내요? How are you doing? You can say 잘 지내요. I'm great. 시험에 통과했거든요. I just passed the test. 기분이 별로예요. I'm feeling bad. 기분이 별로예요. I'm feeling bad. Like, it literally means I'm feeling so-so, nothing special. But in context, you can figure out if it really means I'm okay or if it means something like I feel bad. In Korean, when it's about negative feeling, it's not ideal to say something about negative directly. So people usually say 기분이 별로예요. Like, I feel just so-so, like nothing special, nothing good, to mean I feel bad. 나쁘지 않아요. I'm not bad. 나쁘지 않아요. I'm not bad. So 나쁘다 means bad. So it literally means actually I'm not bad. I'm not feeling bad. It's not bad. So for example, you just worked hard, you studied hard, so you feel tired, but it's for making something good. So even though you feel tired, like it's not that much bad. In the case, you can say 나쁘지 않아요. 물어봐줘서 고마워요. Thank you for asking. 물어봐줘서 고마워요. Thank you for asking. It's kind of not common to say this phrase because people usually, just give the answer right away and then, ask you back how are you. 너는 and you. 너는 and you. So you can use that kind of the phrase for any situations that you want to say and you. For example, 뭐 먹을래? What do you want to have? 김치찌개, 김치 stew. And you, 너는? 요새 어떻게 지냈어요? How have you been recently? 요새 어떻게 지냈어요? How have you been recently? So 요새 means recently and 어떻게 지냈어요 means how are you? How have you been doing? So if you haven't seen someone for a long period of time, like for a month, you can say that 요새 어떻게 지냈어요? How have you been doing recently? 바쁘게 지내고 있어요. I've been busy. 바쁘게 지내고 있어요. I've been busy. But
Still, I'm really enjoying meeting you guys who really want to learn Korean, so I'm happy to doing it. So I can also say that 잘 지내고 있어요. I'm doing great. Okay, that's all the responses to how are you in Korean. I hope you like some of the phrases and use it when someone asks you 어떻게 지내요? How are you? If you want to learn more phrases like this, make sure to visit koreanclass101.com. I'll see you next time. 다음 시간에 만나요. 안녕히 계세요.